This is the start of a new and exciting era, which is why we wanted to kickstart this new decade by launching our latest innovation. Before we come to that, I'd like to invite to the stage a member of the Board of Management responsible for research and development at BMW AG. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Klaus Fröhlich.
Thank you, Louise. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to the BMW Group, and thank you for you being here with us today, so early in the morning and with this quite fresh temperatures. I'm sorry about that, but this makes us awake. This is the seventh time we are participating in CES, and our intention has been to surprise you, always. For example, in 2017, I presented our BMW Vision Future Interaction concept, which shows how our drivers and passengers will interact with their vehicles in the near future. And we showcase technologies that are featured in our production cars today. For example, gesture control, remote 3D view, or smart watch connectivity. You saw it here first. BMW has always been a leader in innovation. Remember back in 2004 when we started to change the game. That was when we put Project I with its holistic approach on the road. An incubator not only for electric powertrains, but for lightweight technologies and connected vehicles and services. And from 2020 onwards, we are rolling out already the fifth generation of e-mobility. E-mobility is the new normal for BMW now. The same applies to digitalization, our second big innovation area. For years, the BMW Group has been a pioneer in automotive connectivity with its first 7 Series connected already in 2004. Now we have 14 million cars connected with embedded SIM to our backends, more than any other automaker. And 5G will be the next big step soon. Additionally, we are building a legacy as an industry leader in fully autonomous driving technologies. Starting already in 2006, we were the first to have cars drifting around on racetracks in Hockenheim, for example, without drivers. And today, we have 1,500 engineers and 10 partners working at our autonomous driving campus. And they are developing level 3 solutions and level 4 pilots for our BMW iNEXT. You see, BMW is a real tech incubator. We always start with one question. Will this technology give customers a premium experience? Will it make their lives better? And the second question is, how? How will we do that? Because we at BMW, we have a quite different approach to our competitors. We know how to understand systems holistically, and when it's the right time to industrialize and scale, not too early. How to move faster with shorter loops, but without losing strategic direction. And, very important for me personally, how to build the best tech partnerships. This is key for the future, and it will soon, I will come back soon to that point. We only need 10 words for our approach. It's very simple. Act like a startup, deliver like a grown-up. We at BMW Group, we are grown-ups. We deliver on our promises. We industrialize and scale, and we deliver safe and reliable products to our customers. That's our core competence. We call it system integration, and it will be more important in the future. And we can be disruptive, like a startup. I mentioned already Project I. On top of that, we at BMW Group, we love and forge partnerships. From startups in our iVentures fund we have, to real tech giants. We know that together we are smarter in all these technologies than anybody is by themselves. That's why we collaborate with best-in-class industry partners to increase our speed and efficiency in developing solutions. And Louise, I think one of these champions and a good friend of mine is here with us today.
That is right, Klaus. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President and Chief Strategy Officer of Samsung Electronics, Young Sohn. Thank you. Thank you for being with us. Welcome to our booth.
Good to see you, Klaus. Good morning. It's good to be here.
For nearly 30 years, Samsung and Harman and BMW are good partners. We commonly developed vital innovations together. For example, our last 4 generations of head units were developed together. So, first question to you is, why is it so important for Samsung to work together with automotive partners and being in that field?
You know, I think that the automotive industry has been going through major changes that we are really excited about. I know the smartphone may be an interesting metaphor for that discussion. Ability to have the features from the user interface to applications to electrification, all those things have done that enable us to have supercomputers in your pocket. Their capabilities are really, I think, having and bring new capabilities for automotives. And we're really excited about those potentials.
Let's talk about 5G. Starting with our iNEXT in 21, it's our common goal. Why is 5G so important to our customers?
Well, I think that first part, 5 may be very confusing. So I want to kind of go back to some historically, why is 5G is called 5G? And you may have to think about 1G. And what was the 1G back then? And if you remember the old days, the phones that came out, really it's an analog voice phone that are based on these big bricks, and you can only talk 30 minutes, and you can only talk one particular geography, very limiting. And then, and it's very expensive back then too, because not many people can have an access. And then 2G came that enabled the digital side of it, so now you can send some smileys. So that was an improvement, but still it was a really the important thing is a global reach. I think 3G was the really important milestone because 3G enabled people to do web surfing. So now you can actually make it as a productive tools and connect it. But the 5G is the one that really given the smartphone the smart kind of definition because now you can download, you can be able to stream, you can actually do things much more a meaningful way of a user experience. So then why do we even need 5G, right? Given all that. So I think this is the excitement that I believe the 5G is going to bring because of the 5G's connectivity that are really a much better than what it is today.
We both know it will be quite complex. It will be pretty tough to develop, and it will change the driver's opportunities in the car, but it will also have an impact on the entire mobility system.
Right. Yeah, I think that if I think about what 5G can bring, it's a fundamental change because there are really 4 things that 5G is going to bring to the, I believe, the future of automobile. And these 4 things are going to make the experience what's possible from what's not possible, and making things that are creating new experiences. So what are those 4 things? Some are obvious ones. For instance, your ability to have much shorter latency so that you can be able to respond much quickly on certain events, which is very critical for your autonomous driving type of projects. Really critical that we see an object and know exactly where things are. It will be 10 times faster than, for instance, in 4G, 10 milliseconds to 1 millisecond, for instance, more technical, but that's what the spec is. And I think the other thing is about the density. Density is about the number of the devices can be connected in certain area. If you think about, like, go to New York City, or go to London, sometimes you get pushed out because there are too many things are turned on at the same time. It cannot handle certain density. That's the problem for the car that are connected if you cannot be able to connect to each other, given the importance of connectivity, interconnectivity among each other. So having to increasing that density, that are clearly another 10 times more dense than traditional 4G is really critical. It's a 1 million device per kilometer square. That's a lot of devices can be stand given the new antenna design that comes with that. And then the other thing I think really important thing that are really new is device awareness. I mean, I create this lingo, device awareness. It really is about technology like V2X technology, which is a standard protocol that enables to talk to each other between infrastructure and devices and car to car, so that you know where everything is relative to each other. I just think that's important. So you're aware of where things are as we are driving from back, from front, from the side, from the lighting conditions and others. So I think that will enable the whole new kind of driving capabilities. Lastly, it's an obvious one. It's really super fast. So it'll be 20 times faster than what you are doing today with a 4G. So if you think about downloading high definition movie, if you are doing 3G, I think it takes like 28 hours. If you're using 4G, it'll take 8 minutes. And then if you're using 5G, it'll take you less than 8 seconds. So these are some of the benefits. Now you could say, God, now you can have the movies coming down at you real time. That has some goods and bad, but maybe more screen time is coming up.
In short, it's all about speed, it's about precision and connectivity. A perfect fit with BMW.
True.
We need exactly that from you to bring our driver's experience to the next level. And of course, also we want to improve our service quality. You mentioned already the real-time ability.
Absolutely. So I think with all these technologies, we are together to create a really truly exciting new experience that has not been possible. And I think that's why we have a partnership as innovators. We act like a startup, and we have to deliver the mature products, which is
Yes.
great. And I think that's where we are, right? 5G is an idea that was born. Now we are maturing and enabling new applications that didn't exist before because these things didn't exist. And by the way, this whole thing cannot be done by just BMW or Samsung. We need the whole industry to work together because now the devices of yesterday, which is really isolated products, to what we are discussing with 5G is a connected network devices with infrastructure. It requires a standardization, requires investment, requires collaboration, requires a partnership.
But in the end, we will launch it. We will launch it in the BMW iNEXT, the world's first car with Samsung 5G, and probably the first car with 5G technology in the car, which gives individual mobility the full real-time experience. And soon, like we always do, we will spread 5G over the whole portfolio, as always. The iNEXT will be the coolest car on the road, and it will set the benchmark in many regards.
Now you really got me excited about your next iNEXT. So what other changes are you going to make?
First of all, real stunning eDrive performance. It will drive on the level of M cars. Level 3, driving up to 80 miles per hour on motorways, and first pilots with level 4.
Level 4.
With level 4 pilots.
Wow.
And complete new interior, and new interaction possibilities with best-in-class speech, for example. And all based, as we mentioned before, on latest chipset technologies, seamless connectivity with cloud-based services, and a lot of AI in the car and in the backend.
Well, it sounds like the car is going to be truly connected AI cloud experience.
Yes, absolutely. We connect the car seamlessly to the world of our customers outside the car. And Harman, Samsung's 5G technology is the foundation for all of that.
Well, I think your outlook indicates why our partnership is so critical in enabling this new reality. And I would love to drive your ultimate driving experience when it's ready.
Yes, we
Yeah.
will do so.
All right, great.
Thank you very much,
Thank you very
Yang-son,
much.
for being here
Thank you.
and also being such a long-term and reliable partner.
Okay, have
Thank
a good day.
And now it's high time. We present our great innovations to CES 2020. You know the BMW story of boost and ease. Joy of driving and joy of being driven. Today, I will focus on ease. I already mentioned the BMW i3. It is still the world's best-selling electric car in its segment and a perfect fit for urban mobility. That's why we have taken this concept to the next level and have put the BMW i3 Urban Suite on the road. This premium luxury experience should give you a first idea of how we understand ease while on the go. Today, still with the driver, and I think most of you have already experienced that. Even as an experiment, not a promise for serious production, it gives you a sense of moving without driving yourself. The BMW i3 Urban Suite demonstrates that we don't consider luxury as a matter of size. It's about a smart and individual high-tech solution for customers in the future of mobility. But what would be this value of such concepts if they were only show cars, but not complying to safety regulations? Zero, nothing. But that's not the BMW attitude. So we are already developing such a seat concept, fully variable, that is feasible, safe, and can get road and crash approval. Therefore, we invented the BMW X7 ZeroG Lounger, a flexible and fully integrated seat for boost and ease. The soft welcoming seats ensure maximum comfort and safety. They are featured in the BMW X7's outside and will be available in production in the not too distant future. But how will the interior of the future look like in a more holistic approach? Not talking about features or components. We at BMW have thought a lot about autonomous driving. It's not only about being driven, but also about how to spend quality time in the car. It's about a personal and emotional user experience for the driver and the passengers. In the future, BMW drivers will have the choice of being the ultimate driver. We call it the boost mode. Yes, that's a good car. Or you choose the ease mode, automated driving, that allows you to relax, work, or enjoy entertainment. Yang already mentioned this, features. I would like to present to you the next step in our in-car user experience. Ladies and gentlemen, the BMW i Interaction Ease is there. With the BMW i Interaction Ease, we are redefining mobility experience. It offers a glimpse of a future in which autonomous mobility is the new normal. This interior shows how we will give our customers even greater freedom and sheer driving pleasure. A space that inspires communication and interaction. The BMW i Interaction Ease offers a vision of a multimodal experience which we call BMW Natural Interaction. Selected BMW Natural Interaction functions will be available already in the BMW iNEXT in 2021. The BMW i Interaction Ease focuses on an intuitive combination of natural voice, gaze, advanced gesture control, and next-generation head-up display technologies, taking human-machine interaction to the very next level. The central vehicle's intelligence processes all informations received from sensors and provides solutions according to the driving situation, time, and location. No further need to learn commands in these different modes. The panorama head-up display shows information on the windscreen that is tailored to the situation by imposing a second digital layer over the real-world view, effectively turning it into an AR user interface. In the BMW i Interaction Ease, the BMW Intelligent Personal Assistant no longer only appears in acoustic or visual form on the displays. Instead, it greets passengers outside the vehicle with a welcome illumination and guides them into the car. Once inside, it directs passengers to the seats, again using lighting accents from thousands of LEDs. Smart surfaces will respond to the customer's needs. The interior looks like a living room, strengthening the feeling of having already arrived at the destination. Combined with premium quality materials and next-generation technology, this is a supreme luxury experience. Life in the car will no longer differ much from life at home. Take, for example, the comfortable ZeroG-inspired seats. They are perfect for relaxed conversations or watching the entertainment programs. To sum it up, the merger of ultra-advanced technologies and breathtaking design creates an emotional, almost human bond between an individual and the car. I hope you have enjoyed this glimpse into the BMW future of mobility. My colleagues and myself, we are looking forward presenting to you our BMW i Interaction Ease highlights and a lot of exhibits. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the CES.
Fröhlich, everyone. Thank you very much. All right, it is exciting to be here and witness the unveiling of the iInteraction Ease. We're going to be hearing a lot more about BMW's autonomous technology over the next few days here at CES. We have talks and panel discussions happening every hour on this very stage, and there's many other different experiences going on around the tent as well, so please do take some time to go and check all of those out. Following this press conference, many of you have arranged interviews and experience slots of the BMW iInteraction Ease and also the X7 ZeroG, so please do make sure that you are on time for all of those. If you don't have a slot and would like one, then see a member of our staff and we'll do our best to accommodate you all. Lastly, if you're posting on social media from this tent, it would be great if you could include our handles. At BMW is what ours is, and the hashtag BMW would be great, or hashtag CES 2020, and one last one, hashtag change your perception. Pictures and other relevant information will be available online at the BMW Press Club as well very shortly. Thank you very much to you all for being here bright and early with us this morning. Enjoy the rest of your time here at BMW and at CES 2020. Goodbye for now.